This video is all about Light Elegance Lexy line Manicure Hard Gel. Hey guys, Liz Morris here, and today I'm going to show you all about this manicure gel from Light Elegance. Manicure is part of the Lexy line, which is actually named for the daughter of the founders of Light Elegance, which is really cool. They are a family-owned business out of Redmond, Oregon, and they really like, treating nail techs like family. So you'll notice that a lot of the products in their product lines actually are named after people in their family, which is really cute. This is the new jar style that they just recently launched. It's just slightly different than the old model. I'll show you the old version so you guys can see the comparison. So both of these are 30 milliliter jars. The 50 milliliter is the other size that's available, but you'll notice that they're just a little bit different. This one kind of has like almost like a clear plastic base on it. And then the top of it looks just slightly different as well, a little bit more punched up on the font. But same exact product, no matter which jar that you get. It's just some of them are going to be in the newer jars as we move through product. And this product is really interesting. So this gel is kind of one of those multi-purpose products. It is potted, and I'm going to show you out of my jar that I use. It is the thinnest of all of the Light Elegance builder gels. It is clear. And let me just grab. So you can see it's really nice and thin. Let me kind of zoom in here so you guys can see better. And my studio is a little bit cold right now, but you can see it just kind of drizzles really quickly back into the jar. Very kind of stringy. It is a nice thin sticky gel. Like I said, it is the thinnest of all of the Light Elegance builder gels. And it's also the most flexible, in my opinion, of all of the builder gels, which makes it really good for nails that need more flexibility and they don't do so well with rigid product. This can be used as an overlay product. It can be used as base coat. It can also be used as top coat because it cures shiny, which is really cool. So it is definitely like a multi-purpose clear gel, nice and thin, very flexible. It is technically hard gel, but Manicure, when it first came out, was also, I mean, if you wanted to take the time to do it, because it is, it has kind of like a looser, I would say, bond between all of the molecules once it polymerizes. It's a little bit looser than some of the other hard gels. Technically, you can soak this off, but it's going to take a while. So I would not treat this as a soak-off product, but it does have a lot of the properties of a soak-off product, and it is just a really nice gel to work with. So let me just grab you a tip really quick, and I'll kind of show you what this looks like when you put it on. So you can do this as an overlay product. I'm not even going to prep this. I'm just going to show you on here, but you would do this on a prepped nail. But I just wanted to kind of show you like how it looks when you put it on the nail. So it doesn't self-level like crazy. It's not super thin like where it's going to slip and slide all over the place on you. And again, my jar is a little bit cold right now, which makes it a teeny bit thicker. If it's warm, it's going to be a little bit thinner. But it kind of has this like nice texture to it that it just flows with whatever you're doing. So it is kind of nice to work with. It does, roll off your brush, and it is a very flexible gel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cure some on a nail form like I've shown you guys in my videos. I'm just going to take some nail form backing paper, and we'll do our little test here as well together so you guys can see what this is like. Every time I get a new gel in, which I hope you guys are doing this as well now that you've seen some of my videos about, learning more about your gel products and all of the properties of them. I like to test my gels in a few different ways. So I like to paint some on a nail form, nice medium coating, and just kind of make like a nice little rectangle here. Nice medium coating like what you would do on an actual nail. And then I cure this for the recommended time, which for this new product, the newer ones of Light Elegance, so if you had Manicure way back in the day, it used to be UV only. Now it is UV LED capable. So if you have an LED UV lamp with the little light emitting diodes in it, you can cure any of the Lexy line gels for 30 seconds. If you have a CFL lamp, which is with the little tube bulbs usually, you're going to cure this for 2 minutes. I have seen some people get away with 1 minute, but I recommend you do the full 2. Okay? So I'm going to cure this in my lamp, and then we'll play around with this and see how it behaves. Okay, so I have the cured gel here. I have gloved hands on, so I'm going to peel this off. And it does cure with a tacky layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cleanse the gel so you guys can see. On the back, it's not going to be sticky because that's the part that was on the nail form paper, but I am going to clean off the sticky layer on top. So just take your wipe and some nail cleanser or isopropyl alcohol. You're going to scrub this really good so you get all of the sticky inhibition layer off of there. And then here's what it looks like. So you can see it's really shiny. This is the top part. The underside that looks rough is the part that was on the nail form paper. But it cures really nice and shiny. It's squeaky clean. So you can use this as top coat or base coat. This is kind of a medium piece of the manicure. So you can see it's like pretty bendy, but it does flex back. So this is definitely not going to be as bendy as a true soak off product, but out of all of the builder gel products in the Light Elegance line, this is going to be the most flexible that there is. So for people that want those rigid hard gel nails, like they want artificial nails, but they need something that does bend and flex with their fingernail, Manicure is going to be a nice option for that if they do want, a little bit artificial length. Now I do find that even though the Manicure gel is nice and strong, I can't really tear this or anything. It is a really nice and strong gel. Because it is just a little bit bendy, I don't typically use Manicure for extensions. I usually reserve either One Step or one of the other LE gels for extensions, just because it does have a little bit too much bendiness for my liking when I do artificial nails. But if you were gonna, do an overlay, or you were gonna do, maybe active length nails or something like that, you can absolutely use Manicure for that. So that is just kind of a general overview of Manicure. I've got some benefits here to go over with you. So Manicure is great for overlays and nails that need more flexible product than your typical rigid hard gels. It can be used with or without bonder. So typically, if you're going to use a bonder with Manicure, there's several different options. Some of them being Power Bond, Tack, Air Bond, Vita Prime, and I'm going to have separate all about videos for all of those individual primers. The one I usually use a lot is Tack because it creates a nice sticky layer. So you can use Manicure with or without Tack. With Tack, it's going to bond much, much better. Self-levels quickly and easily. I find that it self-levels really nicely on the nail. If I show you really quick on the tip that I just put a little bit of the Manicure on, you can see that it self-levels really nicely. It's perfectly smooth on top. And that was just me putting a blob on there, letting it self-level, and then I cured it. So it does self-level really, really nicely. It cures shiny, as I showed you guys. So it does cure shiny. So you can use it as both base and top coat. And like I mentioned, it is the thinnest of all the LE gels. Something to consider with Manicure, it is thin viscosity, so it may be slightly more difficult to manage for beginner nail technicians. Sometimes, I love working with thinner gels because you're able to get it on, it self-levels, and you're able to move on with your life. But sometimes when you're starting out, or especially if you're switching from acrylic or polygel to a gel line, sometimes the fact that gel moves around before it's cured can be a little unsettling for people that aren't used to that. So that's just something to consider if you're trying gel for the first time. Manicure might be a little bit on the thin side for you as a beginner, but I really like thin gels. I find that they're really easy to manage once you kind of figure out how to do that. It's a little bit flexible, in my humble opinion, for sculpting long extensions. I probably wouldn't do any more than maybe 1/2 centimeter past the end of the finger with Manicure. I just find that when you get really, really long length with it, you can kind of feel a little bit of that bending if you hit your nails with it. But that's up to each individual person's preference. I just find that it's a little bit too flexible for my taste for sculpting extensions. And I like to use it a little bit more for those overlays, fixing corners, active length nails. And then also, It does require artificial nail prep and or bonder to adhere, especially on weak nails. So this is a hard gel. And you do need to, remove the natural shine, make sure all of the oils are off of the nail plate, make sure that the nail is slightly gritty before you put your gel on. I mean, don't go crazy and start removing a bunch of your nail plate, but with any of the Lexy line gels, the builder gels, you're going to want to either use bonding agents, which I highly recommend with any builder gels, and you also need to make sure you're doing an excellent job with preparation to make sure that that's all well adhered to the nail plate. So that is going to wrap up pretty much the All About Manicure from Light Elegance Lexy line. And I just wanted to show you guys this product because it is a really nice product. It's a great viscosity for multiple different purposes. And you can use it alone or under any of the Light Elegance products that are in the lineup. So I think this will really help you guys find something that works for you. And one other little tidbit is it's also great. If you are an e-filer, it is also great for applying crystals, 3D pieces, stuff like that, because it is nice and flexible. It does cure shiny, and it does have kind of like a little grippy texture to it. So it is great for anytime you're trying to put you want bows or any of those little 3D alloy pieces. I love using Manicure because it's very, very resilient. It holds on to pieces really well. It's great for putting over the pieces to protect them. And as long as you are comfortable with e-filing and removing those, this is also a great product for that as well. So I hope this helps. Hope this gives you a little bit of insight into this product. And I am going to be giving away a brand new 30 milliliter jar of Light Elegance Manicure Gel. It is open to any nail technician in the entire world. Light Elegance is a pro-only brand, and a lot of people ask me about pro-only, which I will get into a separate video. But just for the sake of this video, this product is for nail technicians anywhere in the world. The US has licensing, every other country does not, so I just always call it professionals only, professional working nail technicians only, and or students who are in beauty school. You're welcome to enter the contest to win this 30 milliliter jar of Lexy line manicure gel, and I'll put the details for the giveaway in the community section of my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.